There is a fundamental conflict, and we've struggled with this for centuries, and we have built our societies and our towns and our cities and our industries on riverbanks and in floodplains, and the quick, easy, and if you will say natural from a human perspective response is to engineer the river, to fix the river to accommodate our needs. And what we have found, particularly over recent decades, is that when we manipulate rivers and their floodplains through hard engineering, the problems we aim to solve often propagate upward and downward through the channel network. And so one of the problems or challenges is, while we may solve the problem at point A, we then create problems at points B, C, and D.
Our rivers and freshwater habitats are more at threat than ever before. Almost a third of all freshwater species are at risk of extinction. And in the UK, we're affecting our rivers more than anywhere else. Only 14% of our rivers meet good ecological status, according to the Water Framework Directive, and a major reason for that is the way that we have changed their flows, dammed them and built canalisation along their banks. Yet the organisation, the Environment Agency, that's responsible for meeting that good status, is itself embarking on a huge civil engineering project for flood management on the River Kent in Kendal. A project that's going to see hundreds of riverside trees felled and thousands of tonnes of concrete poured on the outside of town, building dams and control structures. This is a time when the science is telling us that we need to be switching to natural flood management, where we need to be restoring our rivers and replanting trees upstream to slow the flow of water before floodwaters reach town. I have a real fear that the Kent is going to be the last victim of this type of outdated, overcosted and environmentally damaging scheme.
So one of the things that the Environment Agency have been saying in their missives to the public is that the concrete flood walls will improve access for wildlife and people to the river. Now, I don't understand how 2-metre high concrete walls will improve access for people, but certainly when you think about kingfishers that nest here in the riverbanks and that are a huge delight for people to see. A kingfisher excavates a tunnel that's about 1 metre long. I don't understand how kingfishers will do that if there's concrete going right down into the riverbed. We've got past a point now where we can just go on building higher and higher walls, and we really need to think much more holistically and not put all the money into the hands of an external building company when we could put it into the hands of local farmers and land managers.
I've been a Kendal resident now for approaching 38 years. It's very, very sad. Kendal is suffering like a lot of other places in terms of COVID, and this is just going to accentuate that with the disruption over the next 2 years. And then after that, what this area is going to look like is something akin to an industrial landscape. So it's really important that we try and get people to change their minds about this. The people who are just seem to be rubber stamping it through for fear of losing money.